Gravel riding. So normally at this point in the video you'll see nice footage of me riding the bike. That we take later on. Might be somebody else today. I could be off to A&E. That finger might be broke. Hello, I'm here mid-ride in the Basque Country, testing out a new bike. You'll know what it is from the thumbnail, won't you? The new Orbea gravel bike, the Terra. Is it replacing the current Terra? Kinda. Does that mean there might be something else in the pipeline? I can't say anything. But me being grubby does mean I've already been out on it. We are mid-ride on a first ride review, so this isn't a deep dive, but a quick look at what the Baskies have been baking up. Trust me, I've not got that higher definition camera. Right, I'm here with a man you will have seen on this channel before. You're Sabre, product manager for, well, drop bar bikes, innit?
Yes, drop bar, aero bar and extensions.
And that includes the new Terra.
And this includes also the gravel bicycles and the new Terra.
So right, what's different about this to generation 2? How's gravel changed in, well, just a few years since that second generation came out?
Yes, the gravel is evolving, so inside the gravel there are different uses, but with the Terra we keep the same spirit from the first generation. Let's say that is the most sportive gravel adventure bicycle, and in this third generation we enhance all the adventure features. Larger tire clearance, more comfort, more control. So we feel like this is gonna be a really versatile bicycle to use in the racing long distance, and even in the, let's say, the most recreational or adventurous bikepacking.
It's a gravel bike for the people.
Yes, it's for the masses, but this could include the people that is pacing calm and just enjoying the tracks and the environment. And but as well is the perfect bicycle for the guys that are pushing hard in the really long distances.
So yeah, for Unbound, Migration, Trakka XL.
For long distances is the perfect bicycles because the most important thing in order to perform is to reduce the fatigue.
How's it doing that? How have you achieved reducing fatigue?
So tire clearance, it was the first point to improve.
And this goes up to 50, is that right?
Yes, and let's say that is a generous 50 because we consider that we need to have a kind of safety margin. So it's not just to say 50 or, I don't know, 52 or 2.1 tires, and then you have just 1 or 2 millimeters clearance around the frame set and the fork. So it's like we say 50 with 5 to 6 millimeters clearance. That means that certain tires brands you could use like 2.1.
And does that mean the geometry's changed over the previous generation?
Yes, that means that we have longer wheelbase. Using wider tires means also that they are taller, so we can lower a little bit the BB drop, just 2-3 millimeters, to keep the bicycle closer to the ground. That provides more stability, longer wheelbase, longer reach. So we follow the concept of longer reach, shorter stem, like usually we do in the mountain biking, so we can have a better handling. Size-specific trail that helps to customize the size for each size of riders. So small riders and tall riders, they should have the same trail because they are in different heights compared to the ground, so they need different trails. So we make all these modifications. Chain stay is a little bit longer. We move from 420 to 430, just 10 millimeters, but these 10 millimeters, they make a big difference, especially on the loose terrain hills. Racing guys are pushing hard, they never lose traction, the wheel is stick on the ground, so they can keep on pushing. And for the riders that we are not riding them fast, again, It's like comfort, stability, going downhill, maybe doing bikepacking. You have an extra load, so that's loose terrains that maybe you need a kind of extra stability. That's the geometry. So, and then in terms of comfort, we work a lot on the frame set to have proper sections that interrupt the vibrations coming from the ground to not annoy the rider and keep it riding comfort. So slim top tube, shorter seat tube, this section variation, the cutoff on the fork to, like I said, interrupt the vibrations and make the riding much more comfortable.
I know it's only a little detail, but proper seat clamp. That's nice to see that. I'm happy with that. I'm tired of seeing bike brands like stick in stupid seat clamps into frames for no other reason but to tidy things up. Why have you done that?
So internal seat clamps, they could work perfect if you design them properly, but it's true that on the gravel adventure bicycle, people is looking and is appreciating simplicity. So we don't need to make things complicated. Also, we need to consider that if you are doing a bikepacking, you need to solve the problems in an easy way. So external seat clamp is the best solution. And this also helps to follow some demands about to use the dropper post on a gravel bicycles. So if we want to be compatible with any dropper post, we need to go with one external seat clamp.
Right, what I have noticed on your top end bikes, on your race performance bike, shall I say, you've got your OMX carbon, which is like your super fancy stuff in it. You've not used it on this, you've just got your, is it
OMR?
OMR
we are using the OMR carbon level.
Why is this not available in OMX? What's the reason for that?
Mainly because when we are looking for the performance, the highest performance using the OMX carbon fiber, the whole process and the carbon fiber itself, it's very driven to get the best stiffness and or stiffness to weight ratio and the strength. And this is not offering the best compromise in terms of carbon fiber elasticity. So the OMR carbon fiber type, let's say that it has more elasticity, so that's perfect to add extra comfort or compliance on that kind of bicycle. And another good feature of the frame is the compatibility with the UDH dropouts.
Okay.
And we decided to make the bicycle compatible with 2x and 1x drive trams and both road chain lines and gravel chain lines.
Right, more than enough information there. Thank you for your time. We'll get out on it then, eh? All right, people, review time. Now, it's been a few days since I've rolled the bike. Enough time to heal up, get the stitches taken out. And it's given me time to think about the bike because, well, it is a nice little bike, isn't it? It looks tidy, ticks all the boxes of what gravel is today. But is it a bike worth updating on if you bought one, let's just say in the past 2-3 years? No, of course not. No bike is ever worth updating if you've bought a new one 2-3 years ago. If you've bought a bike maybe 6, 7, 8 years ago, very possibly. And in the case of gravel bikes, I would say yes, definitely. If you're a keen gravel rider, updating that tired bike that you've done a lot of riding on over, let's say 8 years, which is, I think, the exact sort of time, well, 7 years, 8 years since that first generation Terra came out, because gravel has changed immensely in that time. That first generation Terra, one that I rode back in 2017, was closer to a cross bike than what a gravel bike is today. Heck, I even had the Rotor Uno group set on that thing. Do you remember that hydraulic group set? There's something I wish had lasted a little bit longer or been developed on. Anyway, that's another video, and it's stuff that I wish was still around. Back to the Terra. It is a big difference from that generation one. Is it a big difference from generation 2? It's an evolution. But from generation 1, night and day. It is a nice gravel bike for what gravel is today, I think. It ticks all the right boxes. It doesn't have any crazy gimmicks, doesn't have any crazy geometry or anything out of the ordinary that would make you question it, I think, at least. It's got wide enough clearance, 50mm plus 6mm around the crown and stays for safety's sake. So yeah, let's just say that goes for all the bikes, so with top two, which is more than enough for, I would say, most people. If you need more than that, as we were told, and as I would agree, you're probably looking at a cross-country mountain bike, because let's be honest, some of these gravel bikes are getting stupid with the clearance and what they are supposed to be able to do. Yeah, it's a cross-country mountain bike. But this thing definitely isn't a cross-country mountain bike. It's got mountains galore on there for your bags, bottles, whatever else, apart from a rack. You can't put a rack on the rear, which is a little bit of a shame, I think. Yes, there is options out there, some a little bit pricey, for being able to sort of work around that. This thing is exactly what gravel is today, and what I think gravel for most people has settled on. It's forward thinking enough, but doesn't go crazy with anything at all. It's also a good price, and I think that is down to them using the, I'm not going to say cheaper, but less complicated carbon layup. The OMR carbon layup over the OMX carbon layup, which is a little bit lighter, but exactly the same carbon. So that brings the price down to a decent level, do I say, for a good quality gravel bike. I'm probably going to get taken to pieces for saying that on the comments, aren't I? That swap box, well, it'll swallow loads of stuff, 35% bigger than the other one. You can fit loads in there. Enough energy gels to see you getting round, I don't know, a decent day out. And that is exactly what the bike is for, getting out for a decent day out. It's comfortable. I never had any problems on it with 80k, apart from that problem. So it's ideal for your big rides. It's even ideal for going out and doing these XL marathon races, because as we all know, being comfortable on a gravel bike over long distances is far superior than any aerodynamics, which this bike doesn't have. Other things I like about it, that 27.2 seat clamp, thank you very much for not going crazy and integrating or making anything stupid like a lot of brands do there. And being able to fit a dropper in there, perfect for, well, people who do want to go a little bit extreme with it. Integrated, well, that's the way forward with all the cables now in it. I'm a man that doesn't think I need that on my gravel bike, but brands do. What can I say about it? Rides nice, does the job, modern enough for what gravel is today. It's a decent price point, and of course you can get it on the Mayo program, so you can make it as fancy or upgrade whatever you want on it through their customization program. All in all, not a bad choice for those that are in the market for a new gravel bike at all. Right, I think that's enough from me. You might want to stay tuned to this website for a future video in the coming days. But until then, join the conversation, people. Thank you for watching and enjoy your riding.